Hi, I'm Cheryl Brunette, and I just wanted to introduce myself to you and tell you how excited I am to be your teacher at Cynthia's Fall Retreat in Mackinac City this year. As you know, this is a weekend that's all about sweaters. And in fact, we will make a sweater. This is the prototype. It is adorable. This is tie-dye, knit one, crochet two yarn, and it's a dream to work with. And Cynthia had these darling buttons made to match. Out of Fimo, they match perfectly, so it was great fun to do. We're also going to have a hat which didn't get finished. I finished the sweater last night so we could shoot the video today, and I know that you guys never procrastinate like that, but you know how it is. Here is the button for the hat. Look at the size of this. Is this not too cute or what? So that will be fun, but it's more than about just making this sweater. It's about empowering you in a way for making sweaters that you've never thought you could be empowered before. It's all about taking control yourself of the process and not just relying on patterns and those little numbers. It's about using your gauge, learning to use your yarn, your gauge, your style to design pieces that fit you and sweaters that fit you well. You're not going to learn all that in one weekend, but you do get a copy of this book, and it's the method that I developed in this book. The book is 20 years old. The method, I've been teaching it for 30 years through classes in the book. Obviously, I've been around a little bit longer myself, but it will change your knitting life. I have forwarded to Cindy 3 documents for you. One is a list of what to bring to class. The second one is kind of a rough schedule of what is going to happen for the weekend. It's actually not very rough, it's pretty specific. And the third one is just like a 7 to 10 minute homework assignment pre-retreat, so that I can learn a little bit about you and your knitting experience. Because if you give me that information, there are 25 of you, and I want that information a couple of weeks early so that I can adjust how I'm going to be presenting information, and I'll know the range of skills that I have in that class. Finally, there's a special surprise. And I'm not even going to show Cindy. She doesn't get to see it. I told her about it, but I really haven't described it too closely. So there's a special surprise that I am bringing, and it hasn't anything to do with sweaters at all. And the last thing is, I'm originally from Michigan. My dad was from the Copper Country, and we had a little cottage in Tawas for years that I spent my summers at. And I moved to the Pacific Northwest 30 years ago, where in the fall the leaves rust and turn brown and are blown off the trees. And I am just delighted at the thought of coming back to Michigan in high color season in October. So, until October, happy knitting, and hopefully after the first weekend in October, your knitting will even be happier. See you then.